The entertainment world has just been shaken by a story too big to ignore. A comeback that isn't just about music, but about love, mystery, and the woman behind the scenes who is finally stepping into the spotlight. Yes, Bruno Mars is back. And this time, the attention isn't only on him. It's also on Jessica Caban. Before we go deeper, hit like, subscribe, and share right now, because what you're about to hear might completely change how you see this comeback. After stepping away from the center of the global music scene, Bruno Mars has returned with a force that's impossible to overlook. Search trends are exploding with phrases like Bruno Mars Comeback 2026, New Bruno Mars Song, and Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban relationship. But beneath the excitement, there's a deeper story beginning to unfold, one that has fans asking questions. This isn't just another album release. Insiders say this new project is one of the most personal of his entire career. The lyrics feel raw, the sound more refined, and the emotion, unmistakably real. Feels less like a performance and more like a confession. And that's where everything starts to shift. Jessica Caban, long known as Bruno Mars' loyal partner, is suddenly back in the spotlight. Fans are dissecting every lyric, trying to connect the dots. Is this music about a love that has endured through everything? Or is it hinting at something more complicated beneath the surface? Observers have pointed out that Bruno Mars' recent performances feel different. More intense, more vulnerable, almost as if he's carrying something heavy behind the scenes. Is it artistic evolution, or something personal finally breaking through? The visuals in his latest music video only deepen the mystery. Darker tones, layered symbolism, and subtle details have sparked endless theories online. Fans believe there are hidden messages woven into every frame, clues waiting to be uncovered. And then, right in the middle of all the speculation, something unexpected happened. During a recent public appearance, Bruno Mars was seen with Jessica Caban, but something felt different. Their body language, their expressions, the way they moved together, it all caught attention. Some say they looked stronger than ever. Others aren't so sure. The pace slows, the camera zooms in, and this is where the tension peaks. Because behind the music, behind the visuals, behind the headlines, there's one question no one can fully answer yet. Is this comeback a celebration of love, or an escape from something unspoken? Sources close to the project suggest the album was created during an emotionally intense period. There are whispers that some tracks were written in moments of personal struggle. If that's true, then what we're hearing isn't just music. It's real life translated into sound. But here's where things take an even more compelling turn. Instead of fading into the background, Jessica Caban appears to be more present than ever. Her quiet but consistent support, both publicly and privately, has become impossible to ignore. And maybe, just maybe, she's the key to understanding everything. The climax came during an exclusive private event where one of Bruno Mars' new songs was played for the first time. Those in the room described an atmosphere that was almost indescribable. An emotional weight that filled the space, as if he wasn't just performing, but revealing something deeply personal. And when Jessica Caban's name was mentioned as part of the inspiration behind the track, the room fell completely silent. Was it a tribute to enduring love, or a subtle confession hidden in plain sight? What's clear is this comeback has done more than bring Bruno Mars back to the top. It has opened a new chapter filled with emotion, intrigue, and a story that's still unfolding. Now all eyes are on what happens next. Will there be more revelations? Will Jessica Caban finally speak out? Or will they let the music tell the story on its own? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you see this as a powerful love story? Or is there something deeper going on? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with anyone who's been following the story, because this is far from over. And just when fans thought they had seen everything, the story took another unexpected turn. Within hours of that private listening event, snippets, unconfirmed, blurry, almost ghost-like, began circulating across fan communities. Short audio leaks, alleged lyric screenshots, and whispered interpretations started spreading like wildfire. No official confirmation, no clear source, just enough to ignite curiosity. And that curiosity, it exploded. Search traffic surged again. This time with even more intense keywords: Bruno Mars leaked song meaning, Jessica Caban inspiration Bruno Mars album, Bruno Mars emotional performance 2026. The world wasn't just watching anymore. It was investigating. What made things even more intriguing was the tone of the rumored lyrics. Words about distance, about silence, about holding on while everything feels like it's slipping away. It didn't sound like a typical love song. It sounded like a moment frozen in time. Fragile, uncertain, real. And fans noticed something else. In one of his latest stage appearances, Bruno Mars paused longer than usual between songs. The crowd cheered, expecting energy, but instead, there was a brief stillness. A look, a breath, a moment that felt unscripted. Cameras zoomed in. Social media slowed it down frame by frame. People weren't just watching a performance anymore. They were searching for meaning. Then came the pattern interrupt. Suddenly, the tempo shifts. Fast cuts, flashing lights, crowd noise rising again, and Bruno dives back into the performance like nothing happened. But that pause, that silence, it lingered, because sometimes what isn't said speaks the loudest. Meanwhile, Jessica Caban made a subtle move that didn't go unnoticed. A single post, no caption, just an image, minimalist, almost abstract. Within minutes, fans began analyzing every pixel. Was it connected to the album's visual theme? Was it a message, a response, or just coincidence? The mystery deepened. Insiders began hinting that the creative direction of this comeback was intentionally layered. Not everything is meant to be understood immediately. Some pieces are designed to unfold over time. And if that's true, then what we've seen so far might only be the surface. Because behind the polished performances and cinematic visuals, there's a narrative forming. One that blends reality and artistry so closely, it becomes almost impossible to separate the two. Midway through the album rollout, a teaser clip drops unexpectedly. No announcement, no countdown, just a sudden upload. The video opens in silence. A dimly lit room, a figure barely visible. Then a voice, soft, controlled, emotional. It doesn't sound like a performance. It sounds like a conversation, like something never meant to be heard by the public. And then cut to black. 3 seconds of silence. Heartbeat sound effect. New scene. A memory-like sequence. Warm tones, flashes of laughter, glimpses of moments that feel intimate and unfiltered. And for a split second, viewers believe they recognize a familiar presence beside him. Not confirmed, not clear, but enough to spark 1,000 theories. The internet reacts instantly. Forums light up. Reaction videos flood timelines. Some call it genius storytelling. Others believe it's too personal to be just art. And right at the center of it all, the same question returns, louder than ever. What is Bruno Mars really trying to say? Because if this is just music, why does it feel so real? And if it's real, how much of it are we actually meant to understand? Then comes the emotional peak. A live performance, unannounced location, exclusive audience. No elaborate stage design, no heavy production, just a spotlight and a microphone. The crowd quiets. He begins. The song, rumored to be the most personal track on the album, unfolds slowly. Every note deliberate, every lyric landing heavier than the last. There's no distraction this time. No escape into choreography or spectacle. Just truth. Halfway through, his voice cracks, just slightly. Not enough to stop, but enough for everyone to feel it. And in that moment, everything changes. Because now, it's no longer about speculation. It's no longer about theories. It's about connection. Real, human, undeniable connection. Some in the audience are seen wiping tears. Others stand completely still, as if afraid to break the moment. And somewhere in that crowd, a familiar face is spotted again. Jessica Caban. No dramatic entrance. No spotlight on her. Just present. Watching. Listening. And that presence alone speaks volumes. The performance ends. No immediate applause, just silence. Then an eruption. Not just cheers, not just excitement, something deeper, something earned. And just like that, the narrative shifts once more. Because maybe this comeback was never about proving anything to the world. Maybe it was about saying something that couldn't be said any other way. Maybe it was about capturing a moment, a feeling, a truth, and turning it into something timeless. But even now, questions remain. Is this story complete? Or are we only witnessing the beginning of something much bigger? Because if there's one thing this comeback has made clear, it's that not everything needs to be explained to be felt. And as the music continues to climb charts, dominate conversations, and spark emotion across the globe, one thing is certain. This isn't just a return. This is a revelation. So now it's your turn. What do you think is really happening behind the scenes? Is this the story of a love that survived everything? Or a deeper journey we're only starting to understand? Drop your thoughts below, keep the conversation alive, and stay tuned. Because if this story has taught us anything, it's that the biggest moments are still yet to come. And just when it seemed like the intensity had reached its peak, the narrative shifted again, this time in a way no one expected. Within days of that stripped-down performance, a new wave of reactions began surfacing. Not from fans, but from industry insiders. Producers, songwriters, and even former collaborators started speaking, carefully, subtly, but enough to add another layer to the mystery surrounding Bruno Mars and his most talked-about comeback yet. One producer described the project as controlled chaos, emotionally precise, but creatively explosive. Another hinted that several tracks went through multiple rewrites, not for perfection but for honesty. That word kept coming up again and again, honesty. And that's when fans began connecting dots that hadn't been obvious before. Because if this album is truly built on honesty, then every silence, every pause, every visual choice means something. The tempo shifts again. Clips from behind-the-scenes studio sessions begin circulating. Dim lighting, late nights, minimal dialogue. In one particular clip, Bruno Mars is seen sitting alone, headphones on, staring at the console long after the music stops. No movement, no words, just presence. Subtle but powerful. And then another pattern interrupt. A sudden radio drop. No warning, no promo run, just a track released into the world. The opening is almost haunting. Soft keys, a distant echo, and then his voice closer than ever before. Listeners immediately notice something different. There's less polish, less distance, feels exposed. Lyrics that speak about time slipping, about conversations unfinished, about love that exists even in uncertainty. The reaction, instant. Streaming platforms spike. Social media floods. But this time, the conversation isn't just hype. It's emotional. People aren't just sharing the song. They're sharing how it makes them feel. And right at the center of that emotional wave, once again, is Jessica Caban. Because as the song spreads, fans begin revisiting past interviews, old photos, rare public appearances. Moments that once seemed ordinary now feel significant. A glance, a gesture, a line in an interview that didn't stand out before, now carrying new weight. It's like watching a story rewrite itself in real time. But then comes the twist no one saw coming. A major live interview is announced. First one in a long time. The anticipation builds fast. Clips from the teaser show Bruno Mars sitting across from the host, calm, composed, but different. There's a stillness to him that wasn't there before. The interview airs. Questions start safe, career, music, the comeback. Then it shifts. The host brings up the emotional tone of the new album. A pause. Not scripted. Not rushed. A real pause. Bruno Mars smiles slightly, but it's not the kind of smile that answers the question. It's the kind that acknowledges it. He doesn't go into full detail. He doesn't reveal everything. But he says enough. He talks about growth, about time, about understanding what truly matters when everything else fades into noise. And then, almost casually, he mentions that some of the most meaningful songs he's ever written came from moments he never planned to share. The internet explodes again. Because what does that mean? Which moments? Which songs? And how much of that is connected to Jessica Caban? The pace slows once more. We move into a quieter space in the story. No big announcements, no sudden drops, just presence, subtle appearances, quiet